Hello and welcome to In Song and Story, Season 2, Episode number 16, Take 2. It's January 27th, 2021. Somebody made a mistake halfway through the taping. So here we go again. Thank you for joining me wherever you're joining me from, whatever time it is. And I hope it finds you well, this finds you well. And we see a light at the end of the tunnel. 3 songs this evening. I'm not sure how I came about these songs. Road songs, I suppose, to a point. The first song was written by Tom Moore. And Tom Moore was known to be a great songwriter in Ireland. He was born on Catalina Island off the coast of Southern California in 1943. Arrived over in Ireland in the late 60s, early 70s. He spent some time as an interpreter in Russia with the United States Armed Forces. So quite a character. I interviewed him once for the Green Island radio show. He talked about this particular song. It's called Cavan Girl. And he said in his estimation, the definitive version was recorded by Danny Doyle, the late and great singer from Dublin City. Anyway, County Cavan is in the middle of Ireland. It boasts a lake for every day of the year, great fishing country, and just to the northwest of Cavan town is Loch Oughter, O-U-G-H-T-E-R, Loch Oughter, or Loch Oughter. And in the song, he falls in love with a girl from the town. He's walking around the lake, which is a beautiful walk until he's completely smitten with her. Then he just wants to be done with the walk to get to her. So he says, though outer and the road I go. And I changed that one little word to Loch Oughter and the road I go. If it makes sense to you, wonderful. If it doesn't make sense to you, just let's continue on. My Cavan Girl from the writing of Tom Moore. As I walk the road from Killishandra, weary I sit down, for it's 12 long miles around the lake to get to Cavan town. Loch Oughter and the road I go once seemed beyond compare. Now I curse the time it takes to reach my Cavan girl so fair. Now autumn shades are on the leaves, the trees will soon be bare. Each red gold leaf around me seems the colour of her hair. My gaze retreats to find my feet, and once again I sigh, for the broken pools of sky remind the colour of her eyes. At the Cavan Cross each Sunday morning, there she can be found, and she seems to have the eye of every boy in Cavan town. If my luck will hold, I'll have the golden summer of her smile, and to break the hearts of Cavan men, she'll talk to me a while. So Sunday evening finds me homeward, Killishandra bound, to work the week till I return and court in Cavan town. When asked if she would be my wife, at least she'd not said no. So next Sunday morning, rouse myself, back to her I'll go. As I walk the road from Killishandra, weary I sit down, for it's 12 long miles around the lake to get to Cavan town. Loch Oughter and the road I go once seemed beyond compare. Now I curse the time it takes to reach my Cavan girl so fair. Now I curse the time it takes to reach my Cavan girl so fair. Thank you. And we have a live audience, an audience of two, socially spaced, drinking a glass of the vino. Here's another road song, I suppose. This is considered to be one of the classic Irish folk songs. It's called The Star of the County Down, from the northeast of Ireland. And the lyrics, or the words, were written by a man from Donegal, a man named Cathal McGarvey. He was born in the 1860s and he died in 1927, so an old song. But like all of these folk songs and traditional songs, these songs make the rounds. And this was originally an English folk song. It was collected by a woman named Lucy Broadwood and published in 1893 under her book of songs, English Country Songs. And she picked up several versions from around different parts of England. My audience just left right there. We're down to one. But and then this particular song was under the title Dives, D-I-V-E-S, Dives and Lazarus. Very strange, Dives and Lazarus. And it made the way around England and parts of Ireland. And then the same piece was taken by the English composer Ralph Vaughan Williams in 1906, and the tune was used for his hymn. The hymn was called King's Fold. So if you look for King's Fold or you look for Dives and Lazarus, it's the same melody as The Star of the County Down. And it was also used in the song The Unquiet Grave, the same melody. That was recorded by Kate Rusby, the Dubliners, and Joan Baez. Brendan Behan wrote Crooked Jack, same melody. The Fighting 69th, an American song, same melody. So there you go, it's just different. It was also in the movie War Horse, which is a recent movie. I don't know what title was used, but it's the same melody. And Danny Doyle, my good friend and just wonderful ballad singer, said to me one time, he said, I do this song, it's called The Flower of County Down. And so he performed it, and I never had heard that version before. Very local to the County Down itself. And of course Danny said with a twinkle in his eye, that's the original, Harry. So anyway, this is one of these songs that I change all of the time. Sometimes it's chunky, sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slower. But one of the great Irish classic folk songs. Banbridge town in the County Down on a morning last July. Down a boring green came a sweet colleen, smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut-brown hair. And the coaxing elf, well I shook myself for to see was she really there. From Bantry Bay to Derry Quay and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet colleen that I met in the County Down. Well, I shook me head with a feeling rare, and I said, says I, to a passer-by, who's the girl with the nut-brown hair? He looked at me and he said, says he, as a star of a lion's crown. Young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bank, she's a star of the County Down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid have seen like the sweet colleen that I met in the County Down. She'll be surely there, so I'll dress in my Sunday clothes. With my shoes shone bright and my hat cocked right for a smile from me nut-brown rose. No pipe will smoke, no horse I'll yoke to me plough is a rust-coloured brown. And a darling bride by my own fireside, she's a star of the county town. From Bantry Bay to Derry Cay, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. Near Banbridge town in the county down on a morning last July, down a boring green came a sweet Colleen, smile as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, I shook myself to see was she really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cay, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cay, Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. That I met in the county down, yeah, yeah. That I met in the county down. The Star of the County Down, it's a great song, and I'll never forget Danny Doyle. That's before I researched the song to find out he was pulling the leg again, you know. Anyway, here's a song that just came to me last week. I was listening to some stuff on iTunes or whatever, and this is a great song. It was recorded in 1976 by Don Williams, and Don Williams just died 2 years ago. Died in 2018 at 78 years old. The song was written by Wayland Holyfield and Bob McDill, both well-known songwriters in country music. Bob McDill wrote Don't Close Your Eyes, Baby's Got Our Blue Jeans On, and Gone Country, which was recorded by Alan Jackson. Wayland Holyfield, he wrote Some Broken Hearts Never Mend. He also wrote Could I Have This Dance for the Rest of My Life? Great country song in Ireland. Also Till the Rivers All Run Dry. So great songwriters. And this is my first time performing this song, so let's give it a shot and see what happens. Got the lyrics, got the wine, got the audience. What could possibly go wrong? I'll tell you what, one thing now before we get into this. If there's a mistake in this, we're going to keep going. We're losing the light. We're losing the patience of the audience. Cheers. Sláinte, wherever you are. Okay, let's get this. I've written here slow. All musicians out there, you know, when you play live, you play faster. So I always write when I'm looking at the lyrics, slow, and then slow, and even slower still, you know. Packed up a suitcase, walked to the door. She said she won't come back like she's done before. I bet she's in Dallas before it gets dark. I know she's thinking, she's breaking my heart. She knows I love her, so she thinks I'll crawl. But she never knew me. She never knew me. She never knew me at all. She knows I love her and I know I need her. God knows to please her I've tried. and I've tried. By now, if I know her, she's changed her mind. She'd pull off the highway and have a good cry. Then like a lost child, she'd want to come home. She'd think I'm waiting there by the phone. She'd stop in some cafe and give me a call. She never knew me. She never knew me. She never knew me at all. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.